I see what he means now. He makes his case. But today we have other things to make cases on because this is Audiophile Arguments. My name is Reese.
And I'm Harpreet.
And
tuning in for the first episode.
And we're going to be talking to you today about our favorite headphones this holiday season. You want to start us off with the first topic?
Absolutely. So, what do you think the most popular type of headphone is nowadays? That like the general public.
It's got to be true wireless IEM.
True wireless, maybe not the IEMs, but truly wireless headphones.
So, that would be IEMs.
I don't know. One would argue that IEMs would be more preserved.
Okay, the only mainstream earbud that's really like bought outside of the cashies ones that isn't an IEM is like the AirPods.
True, the AirPods.
That's like the only one.
I mean, mind you, when you said truly wireless IEMs, I was kind of more thinking like those Audio Technicas that you own.
So no. It does. I don't necessarily mean something like a custom solution or like a like an IEM as you would picture it that way. An IEM means in-ear monitor. So anything that sits on the inner ear and hugs any kind of way around it. So even those like cheap Skull Candy Inked Plus that technically hug your ear, those technically count as IEMs rather than earbuds. It's very argued.
You're really stretching the definition.
I know. However, that is our technical definition of an earbud as far as the show goes. If you want to argue that, feel free to talk about it in the comments below. It's great for our engagement.
Gotta love it. Gotta get all those brownie points with the algorithm.
Yep.
So let's start us off with, honestly, in my personal opinion, hot take, the AirPods Pro 2, one of the best truly wireless headphones that you can get for your money today.
I'm shaking my head.
I'm just waiting for you to interject with, I believe the Galaxy Buds.
He knows. He knows. I have been a fan of the Galaxy Buds series ever since they started making them with the Galaxy Buds 1. I think they're the perfect competitor to AirPods. We've seen some things like the Google Pixel Buds and Pixel Buds Pro recently enter the market. I really don't think those are competition for anything at the moment.
No, definitely not.
I think Google has work to do, but again, it's a first generation product. Apple is moving on to their fourth generation lineup of products, and Samsung is moving on to about their third or fourth refresh as well of their Galaxy Buds lineup.
I think the fact that we're us two are kind of questioning what generation of products these two major players in the market are currently on kind of just says something about the naming scheme of just headphones in general. Well, not even just headphones, just technology in general. So, for the sake of this first argument, we're gonna pair up the AirPods Pro 2 versus what Samsung is currently calling the Galaxy Buds Pro 2. I think they're just gonna ignore the first generation of Galaxy Buds, which they kind of sounded like hot garbage, and it's sort of the first take on active noise cancellation and transparency mode, where it just basically sounded like you had speakers going through a microphone.
I would have to agree with that. Okay, so what I have to say on that is Galaxy Buds Pro 2, and I don't think you'll disagree with me either on this one, have the superior raw sound detail.
I'll give you that one.
And
this is probably the first time on Audiophile Arguments that you won't hear an argument.
And
raw sound?
This is both graphically and in my opinion subjectively as well.
I honestly thought you were going to say sonically.
I don't have a good way of testing that, so I don't want to give data that I can't actually speak to.
Fair.
But I also see this being the opinion of other many trusted headphone reviewers, such as Critical, Artings, and a lot.
Ratings.
Ratings. I'm going with how it's spelled. Nope. This is our GIF. Nope. I'm calling it Artings because I know it's gonna make someone angry.
Yeah, it's making look to your left. It's making me angry.
I don't care. Okay, so what do you have to say on AirPods Pro 2 sound quality now that you had them?
Okay, so AirPods Pro 1. I have to say, AirPods Pro 1, AirPods Gen 2s, AirPods Gen 3s, skip them all. You know, they're a good value option, but if for anyone who is serious about audio quality, you want to step it up, you want to get yourself a set of Pro 2s. So, I haven't personally heard the Galaxy Buds Pro 2, Galaxy Buds Pro 2, at least not the most recent generation. However, from talking to owners and just from the general reviews online, from raw sound quality, sure, might be subjective, the Galaxy Buds Pro probably do take the cake if you're looking at just straight accuracy. However, if you want a sound that's going to be a little bit more fun, a lot more versatile, because their AirPods 2, they have what's called dynamic equalization, so they actually adjust the sound depending on how much volume you have. So let's say you're someone who likes to have a little bit more bass. Naturally, or traditionally I should say, with headphones, what you have to do is you have to turn up the volume, because sonically, treble and bass can be heard at a more pronounced volume, I guess you could say, at generally higher decibel levels. But what Apple has done with their AirPods is they've actually tuned the equalizer in a way so that even if you're listening to them at a low volume, at a medium volume, and at a higher volume, you'll get a very similar sound signature.
I agree with this. However, did you know Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 2 does this also? And this is a known feature that a lot of IEMs nowadays, especially through wireless, are implementing. It's actually a known scientific concept known as the curves of equal loudness. I want to speak a little bit more to the technical aspects of this and what that actually means. So humans by nature are more sensitive to sounds in the mid-range. So those would be like your male, low to mid female vocals, most of your instruments. Usually about 90% of what people actually listen to in music is located in what we know as the mids. All of your bass sections, the parts that you feel in your head, the thumping, that's in the bass extension. Those are the lows. We are actually less sensitive to lows and highs. Lows sometimes more so than highs. I find myself more sensitive to highs than lows. We'll get more into that later.
Meanwhile, I'm more sensitive to the audio detail in the lower end, so anything, I should say, sub 250 hertz.
Yeah. And yeah, when it comes to discussing the curves of equal loudness, it's basically to deal with that fact that we're not as sensitive to high treble and low bass at certain volume ranges. It just increases their loudness as you increase up and down. You actually, in fact, Android has actually made it software agnostic. Now, you can do that with any headphone just by connecting it and setting, and I forgot what the exact option is called, but there in Android 13 there is an equal loudness setting now for most headphones.
Now, when you say equal loudness, do you mean like in terms of like bass treble response, or is it what's traditionally known as like loudness equalization or dynamic range compression?
So not dynamic range compression, more
detecting like the levels of like each audio track and trying to balance them across.
It's more like if you turn your volume down, you usually begin to lose treble first, and then bass second.
Yeah.
The bass usually sticks around a little longer, whereas this will slowly bump up the exact decibel at specific frequencies in the bass and treble range by specific margins as you increase or decrease volume on a percentage basis.
Okay, that's actually a pretty cool feature. However, at the end of the day, it comes down to the implementation because, as you know, with Android, it's an open source operating system. It's available on lots of devices. So when you kind of take a feature like that and stretch it across multiple sources and multiple outputs, the real question is going to be in real world performance, how well will it actually sound?
That's the other thing I'd like to talk about. Device support. I think I beat you there as well. And the reason I say that is when you try and use AirPods Pro 2, as someone that has used both IEMs, when you try to use AirPods Pro 2 on a device, it's awful. You basically lose all of the benefits that you would actually be paying extra for. You can't
Not necessarily.
you can't do the ambient sound.
Yes, you can.
Not without third-party software. You can't.
No. So, what they've actually done with the AirPods Pro 2 is that, so let's say if you've had it connected to your iPhone, whatever settings that you had previously saved on your iPhone.
So that was the
will
same
be
way with Pro
transferred.
1s though. I don't care about that. I want to be able to change those settings on my phone because what if I am the way I am and I use an Android and I never want to touch an iPhone, so I will never use an iPhone, Mac, or Apple product to configure my headphones ahead of time. How do I change my settings?
That is actually a great question. So, with the Pro 2s, I can't recall off the top of my head if they had it in the Pro 1s, but they've actually got 4 sensors on the AirPods. So, you can actually press and hold either one of the buds. You don't even have to have your phone nearby, and you can toggle between it being a noise cancellation off or
So,
an ambient
That's nice for noise cancellation and transparency, but what I'm saying is I lose the feature set. The ambient surround sound, you lose.
You can set it to ahead of time.
You actually lose it. No, it doesn't work on Android because the way that Apple does their compression is not compatible with Android, and also nobody uses that compression method outside of Apple Music, so it's not even compatible with most other streaming services. So unless you have Apple Music and an iPhone, you can't take advantage of that feature, which is a really good feature, and I think more people should use. That's the head tracking surround. All those cool features.
Head tracking. Mind you, personally, I don't.
The good surround sound features are gone with using an Android. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, you can actually. So, mind you, with Apple, if we're going to talk about Apple Music for just a second, you can actually get slightly higher quality with Apple Music on Android than you can on an iPhone because a lot of Android handsets do support HD audio over Bluetooth, whether it be Qualcomm Adaptive aptX, Sony's LDAC. I'm sure you'll fill me in on a bunch more.
So Pro 2s
are supported.
only support AAC up to 44.1 kilohertz 16-bit audio, which is sad in this day and age. And even Apple has recently admitted it. They blame the Bluetooth standard, but I don't blame the Bluetooth standard. I blame Apple's implementation of said standard. Because they have refused to move away from AAC and offer what is true lossless. Their lossless is actually 16-bit 4800 kilohertz, which, while being better, is just the upper limit of Bluetooth 5's connectivity. It's nothing special. Anything can do that. It's not like Sony's LDAC, which allows for 24-bit 9600, aptX HD, which is 24-bit 4800, or Samsung Scalable, which can range anywhere between 192.24 and 48.24.
Fair. However, touching back on Sony's LDAC for a second, as someone who's used it, or if any of you guys have used it, one thing that you can probably agree with is that its range is absolutely terrible.
I haven't actually had an issue.
Have you ever taken it to the gym, trying to work out, and if you don't have it on adaptive, it will cut out a lot, especially on the truly wireless headphones.
No, but when I have it on strict highest quality setting and I'm playing my Tidal lossless, which is the only streaming service I think anybody should buy.
Apple Music superior.
It sucks. Quality bad. Sorry.
Do you remember when Tidal first launched and you could find none of your
Okay, we don't talk about that.
Yes. So
I used Tidal in 2022. I just didn't stream until 2022. So I have no comparison.
Yeah, Tidal, you get good audio quality, but you can't listen to any of the music that you actually want to.
They have a way better catalog now, and even then I still buy most of my music.
Yeah, that's true. You can never go around with buying music. Don't hire people.
Yeah.
Support your artist.
Yeah.
Even though you mostly support your label.
But yeah, okay. Speaking of buying things, Galaxy Buds are cheaper. $289.99 Canadian is the standard retail price versus AirPods Pros $330. $50 of savings.
$50 of savings, but for anyone who is kind of going to be shopping in this market, audio quality isn't the only thing when it comes to truly wireless headphones. If audio quality was the only thing you cared about, you get yourself a set of where the audio AirPods will really shine. Nice.
I don't care.
Yeah. So where the AirPods will really shine is in its full feature set, or like what you would call it, a complete package. So you got audio quality, you got good connectivity, and you got ease of use. So I'll touch a little bit on each of those. So we've already talked about audio quality, connectivity. So when you pair a set of AirPods to your iPhone, to your iPhone, your Apple device, you're effectively pairing it up to basically all the Apple products that you own. So if you wanna, if you're listening to music on your iPhone, you decide to set an account, you wanna watch something at night, turn on your Apple TV, you can instantly switch sources to your Apple TV. If you're working, let's say if you're working on a MacBook, you're taking a call on your phone, you wanna switch it over to your Mac, it instantly switches. You got an iPad that you're watching a music video on, you're switching over, you're using your phone, and you can easily switch those
Very
sources.
sorry to interrupt. Could I just ask our engineer to quickly select the text doc so that I can scroll through it and actually see my notes? Other one. It's the other window over. Nope, too far to the right.
Imagine
Oh,
dropping your
oh,
phone
oh,
and forgetting to bring.
I think you're on a different monitor.
Nope, you're on the correct monitor. Oh, whatever you do,
No,
not click that.
no. Hit cancel.
For the audience who hasn't noticed, our engineer was about to close
The dog.
the document.
And he bumped the camera.
It's okay.
It's
Bro.
fine. It's not this long.
Welcome to the first episode where everything goes
I
wrong.
love this.
This is quality content.
Are you okay? Did you lose the mouse? Should I go over there and help?
Bro, we gotta make it bigger, bro.
Nope, you've got the mouse. Alright, so go to the left.
Hit cancel. Do you see that box that's open?
It's not the box now, see, it's the mouse.
The mouse is on the other monitor. Drag to the right. Okay, it's on the right screen now. Now it's on top of the video preview. Move it to the left. Okay. Keep going.
I need a bigger mouse, bro.
And
For
now,
episode 2, let's know.
keep going left.
If you guys
now
would
it's
like
on
to
the text
see
document. Move down.
a behind the scenes.
Hit
of all
cancel.
the
Oh,
recordings.
move up.
So you
Do
can
you see it now?
All of our engineers' brilliant
It's right
efforts.
underneath the cancel button.
It's the white on white.
It's on the
left,
cancel.
yes.
Okay,
Okay,
now
now click.
click. Okay, now let me see if I can scroll.
This is peak comedy.
I think it's working. Okay,
It's working.
you can sit down now. I do have to agree with some of your points though.
Yeah.
Uh,
Continuity is a great feature.
And I do have to say that Apple's AirPods Pro 2 are a massive step up from AirPods 3 and AirPods Pro 1. I would still consider AirPods Pro 3. I've seen them go on sale for $219.99. Not a bad deal. They're not horrible
Are you
sounding.
a time traveler? Did you get to like secretly test a product that isn't even out yet?
AirPods 3.
AirPods 3. Okay.
AirPods 3
I could've sworn you
at
said
2
AirPods
at
Pro.
220.
AirPods Pro.
Sorry, I might have misspoke. Wording is important. But I'm gonna say this might be dangerous, but I'm gonna say AirPods Pro 1 shouldn't be considered. With Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro being the way they are, AirPods Pro 1 at $250 just aren't worth it.
Oh no, definitely not. If you're shopping for AirPods, you see a set of first gen on sale, skip it. I know it's savings. Just don't even bother.
I think it's time for hot takes.
Okay.
XM4 earbuds are awful. Yep. I'm saying it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Out of the box, maybe. Out of the box. But for anyone who is really serious about audio,
The earbuds.
I know.
The earbuds.
Both.
The bad ones.
They're both okay.
Okay, they're both bad, but at least I
For
can
a
like.
little bit of context of the audience, me and Reese, we've had a lot of discussions on both the WF1000 XM4s and
No,
the
my.
WF1000 XM3s and the WH1000 XM4s and the WH1000 XM3s and now the newly released WH1000 XM5. When we're talking about going back to companies, major players in the audio space and naming things.
Oh man,
Nothing
stop.
is worse than
Get some help.
Sony. Please.
No, Sony and Sennheiser, because they do the same shit.
Really? I don't know. I think Sennheiser's naming is.
They do the same-
Sennheiser Momentum 4. Sennheiser Momentum
No,
2 are AirPods.
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same garbage.
Really?
It's still garbage. Like the naming is still garbage. They make better products, but it's still garbage.
Why don't you give the audience a couple examples of their names?
We'll get into that.
We'll
I
get
have
into
a
that?
whole section
You
about
got a whole
that
section
later.
dedicated? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, so
Sony, please.
XM4s are awful. Sony needs to stop focusing so much on making over-ears and actually put some time and effort into making a good IEM, please.
I mean, mind you, in all fairness, they also still need to put some work into their over ears. Like their noise canceling.
Yeah, but they're
is
better.
good.
They're better.
Yeah. Well,
They're doing
obviously,
better.
Well, it's physics, right? Like
Yeah.
You've got larger drivers. You've got.
No,
more
but I don't mean
chance.
better like that. I mean better in terms of like comparison to competition. Like the XM4 earbuds don't make any sense next to the Quiet Comfort earbuds 2, which are about $80 cheaper, offer better noise canceling than the XM4 earbuds and the Galaxy Buds Pro 2. I would still say that the AirPods Pro 2 could fight the Bose though.
They definitely could fight the both. But going back to comfort and productivity focus, a lot of the times not everyone's gonna put both earbuds in. Like there are gonna be scenarios where you may still need to hear what's kind of going on in your workspace, or you may not be technically allowed to wear earbuds. So you have to be a little bit more sneaky with those. One major problem and one major flaw that everyone has pointed out with the Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds, I don't know if it's being patched out yet, but you cannot use one earbud at a time. If you put one of them back in the case.
That got fixed like in the first week.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had an issue with that.
Oh, interesting.
No. Mine have been fine. Yeah. What I can say sucks out of the box and still sucks. Apple's transparency mode. It got better with the Pro 2s. But the Pro 1s are a squeaky, high-pitched, disgusting mess, and I don't want to listen to them.
I mean, we've kind of already ruled out the AirPod Pro 1, so.
Very, very fair, but the Pro 2s aren't too much better. I still hear a high-pitched, like, hum in the background that I don't want to hear. They said they had made better attenuation, which they did, they're right, but it's still there, and I don't get that when I listen on my QC earbud 2s.
I think you might be one of the few people who can actually pick up onto it. Like, for me, I have to really, really focus and really, really tune into that one specific frequency in order to be able to hear it.
Oh, I hear it at all times.
You're just special then. You're just special then.
Hey,
But
here's the thing. That's going to hamper on my experience, is it not? I'm talking about my experience.
No, that's true, that's true.
Would that not suck? If that was your experience, would that not suck?
I mean, it would suck, the keyword if.
Also, you have to realize who's buying this. A lot of younger people are buying this who still have their full hearing range and are very sensitive to these types of tones.
However, this is one of those things where if you don't know that it exists, you probably won't hear it.
But what you won't want to hear is Sennheiser's Momentum 3 wireless.
I have a very interesting story on this one. So,
have you actually, like, the true wireless? We're talking TWS here.
oh, we're talking TWS?
True wireless, the new ones.
Okay, I haven't heard the new True Wireless, so
Okay.
I'll leave the floor for you. On
Okay, so when it comes to the true wireless, they don't belong in the market. It's very clear. Similar to Sony, Sennheiser definitely needs to spend more money making better IEMs rather than just amazing over-ears.
I feel like that's kind of like a problem with like a lot of the traditional high-end manufacturers, like the truly wireless space and even the wireless space in general. Even though it's been out for several years, it's kind of a new space for them. So rather than innovating a new product in a new space, they're more so trying to adapt their existing technology into.
You want to talk about adapting existing technology?
Do I want to talk about that?
Do you want to move on to topic 2?
I guess we can.
Okay, we're talking about XM5s and QC45s. This is our wireless headphone showdown. We also have the Momentum 4s making a surprise appearance. The Momentum 4 wireless, not to be confused with the Momentum 3 true wireless.
we do forgive
Sennheiser.
we do forgive you.
That's a Sony moment.
If
that-
you do can get confused.
I told you, it's the same garbage as Sony. When I say it out loud, it's just as confusing.
Yeah, companies, please let you name stuff.
So yeah, the XM5s. I'll let you talk about them because you're our resident Sony user. I've listened to them, but I'll give my thoughts after.
I've also listened to them. I'm also kind of known as a bit of a Sony fanboy, especially when it comes to the audio space. Subjectively, I don't mind them. I feel like jumping from the XM4s to the M5s, you know, they stepped up in a few ways, but they also went backwards in a lot. Now, just looking from the design, they look like they are very inspired by Bose's NC700s.
No.
Really?
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's
Go
wrong?
look up
I've
NC.
seen this NC.
No,
I've
go
seen
look
the
them up again. I
NC700s.
think you gotta look them up again because I think you're looking at the wrong thing.
That is a Honda.
I think you need to look them up again. In the meantime, while
I
you
don't know. I don't know. So traditionally, like
yeah, no
Audiophile-
wait, no. They
Oh,
don't. They don't compare. I would compare these
I mean,
closer
I know
to
there's-
AirPods Max in terms of design.
Really?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have that like really ugly, like over engineered, overhyped design. I'm not
I don't think
joking.
so.
I wore these. These
I
were
don't
my
think so.
daily drivers for 3 years. I know what these look like.
The M5s?
No, the NC700s.
Oh yeah, the NC700s, right? You're the Bose fanboy around here.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, ex-Bose fanboy. Sorry, Sennheiser is king.
Sennheiser is king. It's another thing that we will both agree on. But yeah, in terms of design, you know, one of the nice things about the XM4s, which we've actually got right over here in front of us, is they were very portable because they can fold up very nicely.
I think that's the only nice thing I can say about XM4.
Hey, they look nice as well. They got the minimum.
Okay, yeah,
got the
they
minimum
look better
back
than
black.
XM5s.
They
I'll say
do.
that.
Yeah, they do look better than XM5s. Me personally, I am not a fan. of
I don't
the
think
design.
you should consider XM4s at all, because the XM5s went on sale. They recently went on sale for $400 that I saw,
I saw
down
that as
down from the 500 MSRP. If you could snag them at around that price,
Not
the
a bad deal.
XM4s are like $350. For the $50, it's so worth it. They're a major improvement.
Mind you, I think the XM4s are actually still the same price, if not more expensive. Because they're more expensive right now. 'Cause
What
they're
isn't-
on sale.
What isn't a major improvement? QC45s. What changed? What changed?
Not
I-
that much. They're basically the same, and that's what all we really want out of the QC45s.
I mean, like,
They're a bit more fluffier.
they just feel like a QC35-3. I don't feel like it's like a full refresh. I feel like this is like a Mark III type of deal.
I mean, it's kind of been like, you know, the way it's sort of been since, like, you know, the QC25s. Like, every generation they get a little bit fluffier, they move the noise cancellation.
No, but at least the design like majorly changed. Here they just like refreshed it. They like did a Tesla refresh type of thing. Like they gave it a yoke steering wheel and were like, yeah, that's a design change.
I don't know, if they did a Tesla refresh, they would just call it the Bose Quiet Comforts. They wouldn't even bother adding the number.
I feel like it's still missing the like a more modern touch in terms of design, and like it just has lackluster improvements overall. I would say it sounds better than XM5s, but it's not as good as the Momentum 4.
Do they still have physical buttons? They still have physical buttons on the Bose.
My favorite wireless headphone of this year was the Momentum 4. And yes, they still have physical buttons on the Bose, which I appreciate because they also have touch as far as I'm aware.
I don't think they have touch on the...
Did they remove touch? Because it was on the NC700, so I see no reason why it shouldn't be on the QC35-3s. I mean QC45s.
Well, the thing is that, you know, both of them were kind of designed in like, you know, different philosophies. So with the NC700s being a lot more modern, using touch controls for everything, but the QC series are more designed traditionally. And yes, no, they've only got the physical playback buttons.
I don't
Nowadays.
mind that,
Yeah.
personally. I think touch controls are just very finicky nowadays.
It depends on the implementation.
Sony Link buds.
Let's speak about those.
I just
But-
gave him like the worst case scenario.
However, the Link Buds, they were a fairly innovative product in terms of like people who want the transparency, who favor transparency.
I want Sennheiser to do a Link Buds, and I feel like it'll just be Link Buds but better.
Probably.
Or Audio-Technica, either one I'd be very excited for.
Audio-Technica, yes. They haven't been too active in the truly wireless space.
No. They released a whole new lineup this year, including like 9, and they released a new flagship, the TWS 9.
Ooh.
Check it out. They're actually pretty nice.
What did you say they're called again?
The ATK TWS 9 or something.
Or something. Nope.
Look up Audio-Technica beforehand.
I figured it would be smart.
TWS 9.
It would be smart to know that
No.
AT will stand for that.
No.
They think AT.
But yeah, my favorite wireless headphone of the year was the Sennheiser Momentum 4 wireless. I want to talk more about that later when we talk about our favorite deals of the year.
I can go ahead with that. I just want to mention the name of the first thing that popped up, the ATH-CRK7TW. Oh my days.
So
Audio-Technica has taken headphone headphone.
that was what I actually based my customs on, if you can't tell. That was the base.
Yes.
I'm gonna be remaking mine with the new ones.
Nice. Yeah, these definitely look a lot more compact than your customs.
Yes, mine are big fat boys
Big chungus boys.
with the mod case. Yeah. So next up, I kind of want to talk about the Moondrop Arias. I love the Moondrop Arias. I have 4. That's how much I love Moondrop Arias. Why do I have 4? Because it's $80, and they sound as good as $360 headphones. So of course I had to give them $360 worth of money. No, the real reason is because I bought myself some, my mom, my dad, and my brother.
The real reason is that they all came with a wife and we had to collect them all.
Absolutely.
Yes. We all know that's the true reason why everybody goes.
Absolutely. That's the only reason anybody buys Chi-Fi.
True.
But
North American brands, if you want people to buy your headphones, create an anime character.
I think you were going to be talking about a Chi-Fi brand this time as well.
Am I?
Yeah, I think you're speaking on the FireX Critical.
Oh, yes.
The other $100 under $100 IEM we recommend for the wired crowd this holiday season. What's it running at right now?
Let's actually take a look. Critical X Arias.
No. Critical FireX Criticals. The Arias are Moondrops. So I like the Arias because they have a little bit of a bright sound signature, and I really like that. They make me feel like nice and bright, happy. I like it.
So they're currently going for about 150. That's probably US dollars.
Not bad.
Not
But
bad.
I think they are good competition for the Arias in terms of sound quality. They definitely compete. The Arias have just been a staple in the audiophile community for just good all around budget IEMs. They've kind of been the king, and then like the next price range you're looking at is like the Moondrop Blessing 2s, which start at like $279, $320 kind of price range.
Alright.
What are your thoughts on the Critical now that you've had a look at them?
You know, I have to say they kind of just look like generic IEMs. Like
I mean, so do the Arias. This is at this price range. This is what you expect.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really changed too much from like some of their other IEMs.
I mean, like,
the names will escape me, but I have heard a few of File's budget audio products. They are very good, like for the money.
No, look up the Aria. Just take a look at it. It's very generic looking. They're just good sounding.
The Moondrop Arias. No, these actually have more. No, the Moondrop Arias do actually have more of like a unique design.
Yeah, but they look like every other Moondrop. And when I have them in my drawer, I would easily confuse them because I have a clear Aria and I have a clear Blessing 2, and I confuse them all the time. And I'll go out of the house and I'll be like, this sounds worse than it did yesterday. And I'll like take my earbuds out, I'll look at it, I'll be like, it's the Arias. I took the Arias out again.
I think a fun activity we could do one day is not really the Moondrop headphones, but reading their
So, okay.
That'd be fun. That'd be a fun. Short.
So are we saying that the FireWorks Critical should really be considered right now unless the price drops?
Pretty much.
Critical fix your pricing. 129 or bust, or what would you say? Would you say lower?
I would probably say 129 and put it down for 99 for the holidays.
I'd have to agree with that. I'd say that's more than fair. That would definitely compete with the Arias, and I think that's not going to hurt Critical's pocket too much. At least I would hope. He is a creator, so I do understand that his products are going to be valued a little higher than they should be. However, things that aren't valued as high as they should be, HD 600s.
Yes.
Right on my ears right now. These babies right here. Holy, they are on sale right now for $400 Canadian. They are normally $520, putting them in the same price range as QC45s, XM5s, and Momentum 4 wireless.
But if you're shopping for pure audio quality, it's going to be very hard to beat the HD 600s in that price bracket. However, there is an argument to be made. There's a lot of people that find that there is one headphone that is superior, and when you're shopping in this price range, if you're an audiophile, that you should pick up this one instead. How much is the HD 800 sitting at right now, Heartbeat? Let's check it out right now. So, in Canada, you are, that is not it. We almost pulled up the reference at 2000. So, let's see here. Bear with us.
Yep.
Yep.
One sec, we'll get you that price. I would check on Sen's website. Yeah, don't check Amazon, check on Sennheiser's website. Because if they have a sale price, they probably have the lowest price there, like with what we saw with the 300s. I mean the 600s.
So, it looks like Sennheiser is not even advertising a price on them, which is usually not a good sign.
Go to the shopping menu in Google, see if that pulls anything up. That should at least give you a ballpark range.
Hopefully. Oh god. Flight mode.
Yep.
We are looking at
So it is actually on sale. So normally they're about $2,200, but I am seeing a lot of pairs on for the 18 to 1900 price range. That would be about a $300 price reduction. I've seen them go as low as $1,745.
I would say if you are shopping for the HD 800s and you are very keen on those, the drop collab with Sennheiser, 1300.
So I think it's story time. I'm gonna lean back in my chair and we're gonna have story time for a moment because I'm gonna talk about my purchasing decision when it came to buying my HD 600s. I had HD 560s. I had HD 600s that I used for critical listening. I wanted a new daily driver pair to replace my 560. I didn't want to spend over $400 because I wouldn't feel comfortable taking them out of the house ever in case they ever got lost or got stolen. But I was either gonna replace my 600s with 800s, and I was going to give my 560s to my brother, or I was going to get another pair of 600s and just give my 560s to my brother. So I went to try them out, and I tried on 4 pairs of headphones. I tried on the 600s, the 660s, the 800s, and the 820s. I tried on the 820s first because they were the most expensive, and of course that excited me the most.
Man loves to spend money.
$2,700.
Therapy, everyone.
Horrible. Worst headphones I have ever tried. Like C- D tier for the price F. Straight F. Failure. Capital F. It sucks. That's all I can say. It's that bad. I don't understand what they did. They put like Gorilla Glass on the sides of it, so it's a closed back instead of an open back. It just loses like 99% of the detail. There's no bass. The treble's all over the place. I hate it. It's bad. Stop. Do something else. Then I tried the 660s.
Sorry to interrupt. Hey engineer, do we maybe want to turn down reset just a little bit so we don't.
I'm gonna get loud here. I'm opinionated when it
Right.
comes to my Sennheisers.
Yeah, we don't want to scare away our entire audience on the first episode.
What about now?
So when you look at the monitoring level on the screen there, you'll see it go. You just want to keep it outside of the yellow, like when I'm at max volume.
Yeah, so he's gonna get real loud, so
Yeah.
just be on the dial.
Next up was 660s. I tried them on, and I thought I tried on my 560s. They sound way too similar. It does have more detail. They do sound better, but they don't sound 3 times the price better. They're actually more expensive than 600s, and I feel they sound worse. Then I tried on the 800s. The 800s had the most detail and sounded the closest to reference by far. However, they have a massive treble spike, which starts at about 1200 kilohertz, where the treble just goes whoop, and then it can get pretty annoying.
Our
to,
engineer is just trying to
listen
figure out
to.
what he just heard.
Yeah, no, it's annoying. It's right in that range, and I don't think I could listen to it for long periods of time. I found it uncomfortable after about 15 minutes, and then I tried the 600s, and they were literally just everything I was looking for. A genuine upgrade to the 560s. They were a good price. They were a third of the price of the 800s. I would have considered both. But yeah, the 800's treble spike. I think maybe once I get older, I start losing my hearing. I lose that treble sensitivity. I think I might buy myself 800's, and they'll be the best headphones I ever had. But right now, I can't do it.
Yeah, so going back to the treble spike, so that's kind of like with how Sennheiser is. Like, their audio signature, they like to play along with highs, and based on the price of the 800's, who do you think that kind of?
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's them necessarily playing around with highs. I think it's to do with the fact that they try and make it so detail accurate that it has to compromise somewhere. And since most people are more bass accurate than treble accurate, and we're already not naturally treble and bass accurate, I think they play off of that fact. And instead, they play off of the fact that sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. They play off of the fact that you won't hear the treble spike if you're like at the age where you can afford 2,000
headphones. yeah. We just have to think of a way to say that you're old without saying that you're old.
Yeah. Let's just say if you have a salary where you can afford $2,000 headphones, chances are you can't hear the treble spike anymore.
Yeah, no, you can barely hear the treble to begin.
So, what would you say your top 3 deals this holiday season are? Prices and product.
Well, before we go to that, I think the audience would like to hear a shorter story of maybe my purchasing decision off.
Oh yes. This is
recent.
recent. This is breaking news. He just bought HD 600, and
Right
hopefully
before
we'll
the
be seeing them in the studio next time we record.
We probably will, thanks to Amazon Prime shipping. They should be coming on Tuesday, so a very similar.
Love to hear it.
Things you love to hear. Yeah. So a very similar story. I also own some HD 560s. Those are my critical listening set, and they're basically tethered to my desk at this point. They are probably going to get replaced by the 560s. I'll probably have to get a second cable because I'm a nut for cable management. So one cable is going to be routed to the desk.
So what I actually recommend if you're doing that,
Okay.
I recommend you get that like 129 DAC. I saw it drop for 79 on Black Friday, so it might drop on Boxing Day again.
Maybe the
But the FiO for 768 32-bit.
Okay.
It's a really nice DAC actually. I'm looking at it myself. I'd say you get that for like portability and home use.
Oh, is it like Bluetooth over?
So there is a Bluetooth version that you can pay a little bit more for. But that one itself comes with a Lightning to USB-C extension.
I mean, that would be useful.
Yeah. You can also get a straight Lightning model, and it just sticks out of the phone.
Yeah, I'd probably go for the one with an extension just so that I'm not like tethered to one.
Fair enough.
To one phone company.
If anything, you can buy my old Bluetooth one when I upgrade to that, because I
basically the same
USB-C phone.
Yeah.
I use it wired anyways. So like I'm basically not using the LDAC Bluetooth function. I think you'd get more use out of that.
But yeah, so like literally right before like recorded before we recorded this episode, we were quickly just trying to see what sale prices are of a lot of the headphones because we we figured that the way to get you guys the most accurate pricing is to literally search up any sales.
To try and buy headphones.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We basically pretended that we were in your shoes. We were buying headphones for ourselves. One of us actually did. You know?
You saw a deal so good.
You know, hey, that was it wasn't a deal that was so good. It was basically right in my purchasing range.
Yeah.
So like 530 to about $560. You know, hey, that's a little high. I mean, if I had one opportunity in the past to buy them for sub 400, but you know that opportunity went away. So I basically sold myself. I was like, hey, if I ever see these on sale for around 400, I basically just buy them on the spot, and that's what I did. My credit card isn't paying, but you know, hey, what can you do? It's the life of a once recovering audiophile. So, I think we should wrap this up with our top 3 deals.
Okay.
Yeah. What we say, 3 each.
3 each.
3 each. So.
You said top 3 deals, so I would assume so.
Okay. You know, one can. They might sometimes people.
2.5. No, the second and a half deal.
Second and a half deal. All right.
Yeah.
So, why don't you start it off with what your picks are this holiday
The
season?
Galaxy Buds Pro 2. They're normally $290. They're on for $200 flat at thesource.ca.
Canadian, where
I don't think you can go wrong if you are looking for the best of the best this holiday season.
I won't call them best of the best, but I would say
For the true wireless IEMs, absolutely.
I don't know. I think that for anybody shopping for a true wireless IEM, you know, they're not just focusing on pure audio quality, they're focusing on the complete package. And in my opinion, the one set of headphones that provide that complete package are the AirPods Pro 2.
You mean SnarePods Pro?
AirPods Pro.
SnarePods Pro, because you're gonna be trapped in that ecosystem. You already know.
I don't know.
You already know.
I mean, I think we can probably think of a very famous YouTuber who does swear by his AirPods Pros as his daily.
It's not Louis Rossmann.
I believe you're well acquainted with him. They actually the studio is not too far away from ours.
Oh man, I've actually met Linus in person too.
Linus Sebastian, everyone.
Yeah.
The man who is an Android fanatic but hates that he actually likes the AirPods.
And the Apple Watch. And the Apple Watch.
Well, that's just something for another day because
Yeah.
no Android. As I've used so many Apple Watches from Android.
That would be a
Galaxy
that
Watch.
would be a topic for my tech podcast. Maybe I'll bring you on as a guest. I'm planning to start a tech podcast if you didn't know. I'm planning to call it the Quarterly Report. So hopefully we'll be seeing you quarterly.
Hopefully, if he hasn't blown your eardrums out by now.
No.
But-
Hopefully not.
But yeah, AirPods Pro 2, the $329. You can
Yep.
find them commonly on sale for once this holiday season at $299, and if you're maybe lucky, $279. So more expensive than the Galaxy Buds, but especially if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it's a no-brainer. You buy these things, like, you don't even need a list. You buy the AirPods Pro 2s. You'll get great audio quality. One thing that we didn't actually touch too much on is their spatial audio, which is really good because instead of
I thought I was talking about how I don't get that.
Oh yeah. That sounds like.
I wanted to talk about it, but Apple doesn't let me do that.
Ha. Well, you know, you should use your Apple phones maybe.
No. iPads are where it's at.
You can get spatial audio with iPads.
No. I know, but I don't use Apple Music because I refuse to pay for garbage.
You can use spatialized stereo. They actually improved that feature,
Yeah, but I can do that with anything.
but you can't do it well.
I can do it better than Apple can with Hesufi.
Maybe. But no one else, including myself, has ever heard of that.
I said I can. I didn't say you can.
Yeah.
Also, yes, you have. You used it yourself. I showed you how to set it up,
You showed me how. I haven't actually seen
and then it broke.
But that's not on the. But that's on your PC. I'm talking about on the go. Because why would you use truly wireless headphones while sitting on your PC? I mean, I get why you would, but let's say if you're on the go.
I use
So-
true wireless headphones when I'm with my laptop when I'm on vacation or on a plane.
Can you use it on your phone though?
Yes, but my laptop has a bigger, nicer screen. Sometimes I play Age of Empires on a plane. I don't need the fastest sound response. I just want to play AoE, and I don't want anything cluttering my face.
Fair. So, back on topic. If you're an iPhone user, get yourself the AirPods Pro 2. If you're an Android user, you won't get all the features, but they're still a reliable set.
They've had, in other words.
Stop being broke, buy an iPhone. Anyways,
Oh.
onto our next.
Oh, you want to talk broke?
Onto
Yeah,
our
Elliot-
next talk. Onto
man.
our next deal.
I'm definitely
Next
bringing
deal.
him on the quarterly report. I'm gonna roast this guy.
Alrighty, stay tuned for
He's
the
gonna
quarterly
come to
report.
my school.
Okay.
Next up on the list, definitely gotta talk about my wired headphone of. No, I'll talk about my wireless headphone of choice.
I thought we were gonna say the wired ones for last.
No, I'll talk about my wireless headphone of choice. Gotta be the Sennheiser Momentum 4. Sennheiser's Momentum 4, definitely my favorite wireless headphone this year. Why do I like it? I think it sounds better than the QC45. I think it sounds better than the XM5. I'm pretty sure the graphs agree. As well, I believe it is using Sony's noise cancelling technology, so it would actually provide a very similar experience in that sense. I am free to be corrected in the comments on that one. This is just something I have heard from someone close to the industry, so hopefully they know what they're talking about. However, where I would say they are lacking, they just feel generic. Like when I put them on, I feel like I'm wearing JBL 2 or 1.2s, or like I'm wearing like AirPods Max, or like I'm wearing NC 700s. It just has that like generic, just premium brand X feel. And I think if they had a bit more of a unique design going for the Momentum lineup on the next series, I think that would make them stand out. As for sound quality, noise cancelling quality, please don't touch a thing. I like it the way it is. It's great.
I'm actually very surprised that you like the sound quality of the Momentum 4s. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at them.
I definitely had a chance to look at the graph. They're very V-shaped.
Yes,
However,
if you like bass, you'll like them.
However, what I can say is it is very clean, and the other thing is the EQ is very good. So I usually set it on the stock Sennheiser bass reduction EQ. They actually have a parametric EQ built into the app.
That's actually really useful.
Yeah, which is nice. I don't have to install like Wavelet or Viper or anything. It just works.
It just works.
And yeah, so I like that feature. So I can at least fix it, and I genuinely just like the sound quality of them. My problem with XM4 and 5s is that I can't fix it with like a preset that Sony has. Like Sennheiser has a reference preset in their app.
But Sony does at least give you a custom mode where you can just custom tune their EQ.
True, but
So you do get a fair bit of control.
there's no just like flat curve preset, which I just wish more headphones have, because it should be the easiest thing to EQ into for an engineer, not for a consumer.
As someone who likes phrasing, there technically is a flat curve. It may not sound flat, but there does exist the flat equalizer within the app.
No,
It
no,
is such a
no, we're
Yeah.
not, no, I'm not getting backed into that corner. I'm sorry. Talk about your favorite wired headphone. Or favorite wireless headphone.
So my favorite wireless headphone right now is based on the tried and true format, the Quiet Comfort 45s.
I'm very surprised with this one, by the way. I absolutely thought he would say XM5s, or he'd agree with me on the Momentums.
So I haven't actually heard the Momentums, and right now I'm actually very skeptical about it because I've had a very interesting story about when I was almost going to buy the Momentum 3s.
But they suck. The Momentum 3s were garbage. This is different.
Yes, but the history of a product does influence one's purchasing decision. If they had a bad product and someone tried a bad product, the average consumer may have a disdain.
Then why would you ever buy AirPods Pro 2?
Because I took a gamble on those ones.
Recalls. Did all the recalls on Pro 1s.
Dude, you just buy AppleCare on it. Like, you don't have to worry about it.
I don't know. Maybe it just should have been QC tested. You know, that works for most trillion-dollar companies.
Works for most. But yeah, that's a topic for that'll be a topic for another day. Like, you know,
Oh, I do. Fight me.
Alright,
I'm being serious.
we're gonna cut that bit in the final.
Nope. No, we're not.
Engineer, do you want to mute it for a minute?
No,
Thank you.
no,
He gets
no,
a 90
no,
second. He gets a 90 second discount.
no.
Anyways, back to the Core Comfort 45s. Based on a tried and proven format, if you like the 25s or the 35s, mind you, if you have the 35s, there's no real reason to benefit if to purchase these guys. But hey, if you're coming from the QC25s or older, or if you're just coming from a different set of headphones, give them a shot. You know, they sound good out of the box. They're a lot more focused on the mid-range. So if for someone coming from preferring a V-shaped curve, it may take a bit of time to get used to them. It also depends on what kind of music you listen to. If you listen to a lot of hip hop, you may not be a fan of it. But if you like alternative, rock, or really anything else,
Basically, if you like anything other than the top 40 tracks, you'll be okay.
yeah, pretty much. If you have a taste in music,
Yeah.
you'll like them. And they're similar to Apple. They are actually on sale right now for $359 Canadian.
Not bad,
From
not
$450. So not a bad deal at all.
So-
and they come in a couple of different colors. So you know, hey, you can match your underlay.
Let's give something to the audiophiles. Let's talk wired. My favorite wired listening device, we'll say listening device so I don't, anger anybody. But my favorite wired listening device this holiday season is the Moodrop Arias. I think they offer the best price for performance. I think they offer wonderful sound quality for the value, and I just think there's no equal.
Alright, so you got yourselves a value proposition from Reese. Now, if you like audio,
I know where this is going.
if you like audio, shouldn't be scared to spend a few dollars. Shouldn't be scared to
I know where
spend a few
this-
$100.
I know where it's going.
Sennheiser
Hold on.
HD.
Hold on. Let me just.
Oh.
Let me just. Hold on. There we go.
There we go. We have our top pick for any I don't know if our background removal is going to be able to detect it, but
It is
Silence.
actually. It's showing up pretty nice right now.
we've got the HD 600s by Sennheiser.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Best.
Work of art. I
Best.
don't even have to tell you why you should buy them. I'm just going to
Chef's
tell you.
kiss. Chef's kiss. Unless you got 59 grand for HE1s, this is the best you're gonna get.
Yes. Unless you can, bribe some collector to be able to sell you some of the originals
Yep.
of the Orpheus. You got yourselves the best pick
Yep.
that you can actually
Absolutely.
afford over here.
Absolutely, and I'd say it is affordable to most people, which is surprising for a extremely premium headphone.
Definitely. Like the amount of money that people spent on headphones. Like I remember maybe about 10 years ago, I thought spending $100 on a set of headphones,
Yep.
either headphones or earbuds, was a lot of money. Like I think story time again. The set of headphones that I picked up that kind of really got me serious. Growing up, I was always really into audio. I wanted to have the best sounding mix of headphones or speakers, but obviously on a budget. Kind of like a lot of audiophiles. They want to get the best. They want to get the best quality audio for the money. So what kind of got me into, or a lot more serious about the audio space, was I believe it was actually the Shure SR 840s.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that. That's probably where most people ended up actually starting out.
Yeah. They were relatively affordable. I was able to pick them up for $120. They're like
Mhm.
a $250 headphones.
Yep.
So massive savings. Very bulky, pretty heavy,
But they
not most
work.
ergonomic. They worked and they sounded good. Granted, looking back, they may not have sounded as best as they could because I was basically dragging them from a laptop. So yeah, the
No
amp was-
DAC.
no DAC.
No DAC.
This is also mind you. This was also when I was in grade 10.
Caveman Productions.
Dude, I was a broke high school student
Caveman
back then.
Productions.
I was a broke high school student then. I didn't really get into it. Took probably a year after getting those before I picked up myself an Audio Engine D1 DAC.
So, anything else we want to talk about today?
No, I think we kind of touched base on everything.
Then I think we're gonna order the items in the cart and have them shipped next day, and we'll see you all next time.
Peace out.